feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a
High five. Let's spend about 20 minutes together, okay? I made you coffee. A little bit of a coffee chat. There you go. This is really good, okay? I made it special. I took my time with it. I really like this tea ball. It makes better coffee. Because when you pour, when you do the pour over, okay? It's like a dance, doing the pour over, you know? Right. This way I can seep it and I can kind of pull it up and put it down so it can release, take in more water. I think it's better. I really do. And then of course I've got my 12-volt fridge, so I actually have a regular half and half. It's cold. It's not like them little couplets, you know, that you don't have to refrigerate. So cheers. This is good coffee. And it's still, it's the right temperature, okay? So you won't burn your little mouth. Your precious mouth. That is good. I did make it a little bit different. I remembered that I had my kettle. Let me show it to you. I had it sitting over there. I'm kind of letting it completely dry out, and it is ready to go. It's cooled off. But this is, I can leave the link for it. It's just this portable kettle. I guess there's a brand name to it. And I've got the cord, and here's the lid. And it's so easy to use. It did take a little bit more power, so I don't know how often I'm going to use it again, but worked out good. Okay. When you turn it on, you just touch to get it the right temperature. I had it on 195 degrees, but I think 175 works out well. Okay, and then what I do is I just put, when I store it, I'm just putting this inside here. That way I know where it is. Yeah. So there. And it's stainless steel on the inside. Yes. Okay, let me put this over here. What I'm gonna do, okay, is I just kind of figured this out. I want to do a coffee chat on Sunday mornings with you, okay? And I'm just going to put it up early. So you might be getting ready for church. You might be just having your coffee by yourself or with your family, whatever. And I'll do a little bit of a coffee chat. Yeah, we'll just, you know how they go. If you're new and you've never watched me much before or at all, I'm Minivan Lee, and I live in a minivan. This is my minivan. Isn't it cool looking? Yeah, I love it. I am into decorating it, but not a lot. These are the really only decorations I have because it's off to the side. It's not in my way. If I even had it on the other side here, it would be in my way. It just would, because I got my bins here and everything. So I don't go for decorations that I'm gonna bump into. I have tried to put in more decorations, but what I end up doing is tossing them out. It's like, you're in my way. I don't like you here anymore. You must go. And yeah, so I've lived in my minivan for almost 8 years. Cheers to that. Cheers to van life. I've been so busy this morning. Oh my gosh, I've been so busy this week. I have actually been busy ever since I landed in Tucson. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think there's more to do here, but it's also, there's a different vibe here. You know, there's a different, you just can feel it. More sirens. I know. When I was in Flagstaff, I really didn't hear sirens that often. Here, I hear them. Yeah. There's just a different vibe to it. And it like gets me pumped. but I'm so busy, you know? So maybe I did complain kind of a lot about Flagstaff. There's nothing to do. I'm just bored here. I don't like this. I don't like that. Well, I think in the summer, I actually do need Flagstaff so I can relax because I just do so much when I'm in Tucson. There's just so much to do. It really is a cool town. So another cheers. Cheers to Tucson. So I will be doing a coffee chat on Sunday morning, so you can plan on that. And I think I'm going to put it up kind of early. I won't wait till afternoon. I'm just put it up because I know a lot of you get up early and you might want to have coffee with me. Okay? Okay, so let's go over some things. I wanted to do some updates for you and we can just chit chat, okay? But most of the things that I'm going to update have to do with my episodes that I put up this week. So I think I'll just do a little bit of update on that. I think the one that started, yes, it started, well, okay, let me start with the water. Dude, where's my water? It's in this sexy steel tank. Isn't this sexy? I know. Yes, I do like it. Let me put this down a little bit. I do like it. And I have figured it out. It's pretty easy. I'm getting used to it. When I go to get ready to pour it, I know which way to put this down so that I can undo this, pull it open, then pull this back. So I'm getting a rhythm on it because it can be awkward. It was awkward at first. Then what I do is I hold it here and hold it here, and then I tip it and I just watch where it goes. It was very awkward at first, but now it's become a part of me. You know, yeah. That's from the movie Wayne's World. It was a little quote by Garth. Yeah. Wayne and Garth, yeah. So, yes, I do like it. Now, I only have 4 of them, and so I'm storing 3 more in the back of those, way up there by where the feet go. If there was a passenger seat there and there was somebody sitting there, that's where your feet would go. So that's where I store my water, behind my 12-volt fridge now. And I do like it. It does make me strong. It is heavy. And it's a lot more. When I put this, it's funny when I'm in Walmart and I have to go get a cart, okay? And then I'm shoving the cart. These things are like, it's banging on the bottom of the cart. It's uber noisy. They know I'm coming, you know, when I'm in the parking lot area. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I do like it. Yeah, let me get my exercise in here. Okay, so I hope that if you haven't watched that, it's a good video. And I talk all about this and why I got these. So I really recommend that you go see it if you haven't. Yeah. Okay, next, I have been buying a few things because I'm trying to do some updating and not so much remodeling, but rethinking a few things for van life. So it'll improve my experience here. So I did get a new sleeping bag. It's dark blue instead of the green, the army green. Yeah, it was like brownish green. So I did talk about that. And the name of that one is Why My Sleeping Bag Deserves a Promotion and a Raise. It's so good. It's a -25 sleeping bag. So I do recommend that you go maybe back and watch it. That was 6 days ago. Well, it'll be 7 days ago. It's a good video. And I talk about and I show how I pull it out. Seriously, I'm getting better sleep. I really am. And I mean, there could be other factors also, okay? Because I also have some different herbs that I'm going to the food co-op to get that I know that are very relaxing, and I'm making sure that I drink them before I go to sleep. So yeah, I've got my little cup holders. I love these cup holders. Why am I talking about my cup holders so much? I just really have come to really appreciate them. I mean, my head is here when I'm sleeping. It's on this edge. And I can just lean over. And then I sit back here. This is like my living room. And I just say, and it's just so, it's just so handy. I've been sleeping so well. I mean, all the way through. All the way through. I did have one night. It was like 2 nights in a row that literally I had to get up like almost every 2 hours to go pee. I don't know what that was all about. And I really wasn't drinking that much more. Maybe I was, but it was like my body was saying, okay, we've been holding water. Let's get it all out now. And I did not get that much sleep. Oh my gosh, yeah. And I do have a video. I do have a video coming up next week and give you a little hint. And it's going to be about all the little overlooked things that people, especially if they're not in van life, that they don't realize that is required. So there's all these little idiosyncrasies that sometimes get overlooked that we don't really discuss or talk about. And that is one of them. The pee bottle, yes. Okay, so, all right, oh boy, right? The next one is, yeah, Van Life Theater presents Sunday in the Park with Strangers, yeah. That was a good one. It gave insight to, I also cook breakfast, but so if you want to go back and look at that one, that was about being in the park on a Sunday, like it is today, yeah. It's interesting. I like to people watch, and you have expressed that you do too. I just like to sometimes sit and walk around and look at people and just see what they're all about, look at their body language, and I you know, like how they're dressed, how they're walking, what are they doing, and it's fascinating. I do like to, I mean, you got hair, we're all so different. We're alike, but we're all so different, and it is so fun. You know, here's something, okay. I started out the video showing this one couple, middle-aged couple. And when I walked past them, I could see that they had bags. They were going to feed the ducks, and they had bags of seed. And I actually said something to them. I said, you know, I'm so impressed that you guys know enough to bring seed and not bread. Bread products kill fowl, ducks, geese. It does. It's the gluten in it, the yeast and the gluten in it. What it does is it paralyzes them, of course. And then, they're sick. They get sick. And because I had just shown, I think in the video later, I was showing some kids, and they bring this old bread. Bread destroys ducks. It does. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it does. And so I said something. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, well, don't thank me. He goes, thank her. She's responsible. His wife was responsible for it. So there are people who know these things and take the time they're curious and they pay attention to what is out there. So, you know, some people say, oh, social media sucks or whatever. No, it doesn't. I think we've learned so much on social media, haven't we? I mean, if you do scrolling, you're gonna learn a few things, because things are gonna come at you, and you go, oh, I didn't know that. And it doesn't take like an hour video to explain it. But I will say that I'm going to explain it right here, and I'm going to let you know. Bread products kill ducks. Quack, quack. Yeah, yeah. Now they die. Maybe there's so many ducks that we don't care. That's sad, isn't it? Okay, next. I had 2 videos. The first one was honey, I shrunk my living space, and everything got better. What I did was I talked about how I got started, because I had 3 or 4 people say, well, why did you ever get started in van life? Well, a lot of you have been with me for a long time. You already know. And I did promise that I would add some extra things to it. So I got that one, and I do talk about that, you know, like how, why and how. why did I do it, and how did I get started with it. And then the next one is, and I'm talking about this, and I'm moving on across the nation. Okay. This is titled, Google Maps Sent Me to the Texas Chainsaw Driveway at 4 a.m. There were a couple of spooky incidences that happened, and so I talk about that. And then, like what the next stage was in van life for me. Okay, then the next video, so my update, I'll give you an update. Again, I just keep updating you on this 12-volt refrigerator because I'm so impressed with it. It's kind of like a game changer for me, being in a minivan. And it's Bouge RV, The Cold Truth. Cool fridge, no compromises, okay, if you want to see that one. And I really do, I don't do the technical stuff, because you're going to get an instruction manual, just like I got. And I could tell you all these little things, oh, you need to do this and you do that, but if you don't have one, you're not going to remember that. So why spend time talking about all that little technical stuff, okay, about how to turn it on, stuff like that, okay. But I talked about, so if you want to see that and you haven't yet, go back, or if you want to go back and look at it, I talk about how I use it. And I'm actually doing what some other people are doing with theirs that are in a smaller rig. We don't have the huge wattage on our roof or whatever. Our solar panels aren't huge. That how to not have to have it on all the time, because it will drain your power stations. And so I explain and I show how I'm using ice. This morning I did have to get ice and I had to rework my ice, so I'm all good to go. Yeah. Just have another sip of my coffee. And let's see, any updates on it? Well, I did find a couple plugs at the park, so I'm not completely running out of energy all the time, but I do have to plan it, because there are a lot of homeless here that are also using plugs. I'm fighting for plugs with the homeless. I guess I'm part of the community, right? But so I'm not completely void of energy, but so I can keep it on just a little bit longer. Now, somebody actually mentioned yesterday in a comment that they heard that the best way to keep things cold in there is to put some water bottles in there, here and there. Well, that's what the ice does. Okay, I've got ice in 3 jumbo Ziploc layers. I've got it in the middle, and then I've got another one over that, and then another one over that, so that it doesn't drain out into my cooler, okay, the water. And then I've also got a little container that I put ice in. It's metal, so it's really going to keep the cold. It's not big, but I think that sort of takes care of that part, yeah. Okay, so if you haven't seen that, go see it, okay? And then the next one is 911. My trolley car got abducted by a musical herb shopping spree. If you didn't see that one, it might be confusing, but that's okay. I like to do really creative, kind of like spark your interest. I went to 4th Avenue again, and I got some more herbs, some stuff that'll relax me, help me sleep at night. And I got some mullein. I think that's how you pronounce it, Mullein. I know the plant very well because it was all over the place in Flagstaff. It's called mullein or mullein. Yeah, it's got to be mullein. Like mullein, maybe mullein? Like Stein, mullein. Well, anyways, and I do feel, and it's only been a day that I've been using it. So, wow. Okay. So I'm going to keep using that. And I just picked up some tarragon. Actually, tarragon is expensive. And getting it in bulk and bagging it myself was only $1.70. When I just bought this little thing of tarragon, and this is almost like $10, organic tarragon. So, but, so I think I'll refill that up. So it was a pretty good deal. And let's see what else. And it's good stuff, really good stuff. And I got the paper. that I'm going to go ahead and redo these. So that'll be exciting. Yeah, I'm going to redo these. Haven't done it yet. I'll probably show you. Whoops. Let me get this in. There we go. I'll film it. And I might do it in my storage because I've got the table in my storage, yeah. So. Okay, well, I think, so the updates that I had really had to do with all the videos. And I will tell you, I've got 2 more items, products, that I'm going to review next week. And one of them is, I haven't even opened the box. But it would be good for if you're going out to Quartzsite, okay? And I don't think it's going to be really so much good for me living in my minivan, but spark your interest there. And then another one is going to be almost necessary when you go to Quartzsite. And I'm getting excited about it. I'm kind of anxious to get to Quartzsite. Haven't been there for, a year now? So, year and a half, really. So let's wrap this up, okay? Thanks for spending some time with me. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, okay? Now, as usual, I just mentioned I've got the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way, and it's on Amazon. Just type in Minivan Lee, and it will come up. Not expensive, and it gets you from A to Z in the van life, starting at the most minute, all the way to actually living in your minivan or any size van, any van, even an RV, really. And if you want to support me, you don't have to. I mean, it's totally optional. But if you do, if you're a giver and you haven't tithed your money in any way, you can do it on minivanlee.com. And it's just a way to support your local YouTube creator, your beloved YouTube creator. And a lot of creators, they use like Patreon or PayPal. I don't like either of them. They do take a percentage out. And because Minivan Lee is my website, I get 100% of it. So yay. So if you want to do that, just go there and click on gifts. And it's $5, $10. I got all amounts. And thank you, all of you who do this on a regular basis. I really do appreciate it. I don't make a lot on the videos. I love to do them, but I really don't make a lot. And so there you go. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. We'll start a whole new week, and I'll have a lot of things to talk about. I'm busy here in Tucson. I love you guys. Tomorrow, you can count on it. Be here, okay?